no longer in a war on terrorism, but in a war of independence. Everyone must understand that it is a strategy for the imperialists to impose this war on us. Normally, every leader, every ruler should fight for their country. It's a strategy. They fight for their interests, and we must also fight for our interests. If we manage to develop, to prosper.
Welcome to Talk of Africa 360, your source for insightful news, analysis, and thoughtful commentary. If you value informed perspectives and fact-based reporting, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss an update. Disclaimer: the content on this channel is based on reliable public sources and credible online information. It is intended strictly for educational and analytical purposes. We do not promote or endorse political violence, hate speech, or any form of discrimination. Our goal is to inform, not to inflame. Thanks for being here. Let's stay informed together.
The shocking details surrounding the recent coup attempt against President Ibrahim Traoré have finally been revealed. What exactly transpired leading up to this audacious plot? And who were the mastermind orchestrating it all along? Join us as we uncover the shocking truth behind the attempted coup against Burkina Faso President Ibrahim Traoré and how he managed to escape death. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe for more updates. Also, please like and share this video with your friends and family. Your support means everything to us. Burkina Faso has been thrown into chaos after President Ibrahim Traoré was the target of a foiled assassination attempt that has left the nation on edge. This dramatic turn of events has raised many questions about the motives behind the attack and the future of the country. But before we delve into the shocking details surrounding this assassination attempt, let's take a closer look at the man at the center of it all, President Ibrahim Traoré. Traoré came to power in September 2020 when he led a military coup that ousted the country's previous president, Paul-Henri Damiba. Since then, he has been working to restore stability and security to the nation, which has been plagued by ongoing conflicts with extremist groups. However, his efforts have not been without their challenges, and this recent assassination attempt is just the latest in a string of obstacles he has faced since taking office. Despite these challenges, Traoré has remained steadfast in his commitment to serving the people of Burkina Faso. He has made significant strides in addressing the country's security crisis, including launching a major offensive against extremist groups in the north of the country. However, these successes have not come without risk, as evidenced by the recent assassination attempt on his life. The details surrounding the attack are still unclear, but reports indicate that a group of heavily armed assailants stormed a military camp in the capital city of Ouagadougou in an attempt to seize the president. The attack was reportedly carried out by members of the Presidential Security Regiment, an elite unit tasked with protecting the president. However, the assailants were eventually repelled and the situation is now under control. While the full extent of the damage caused by the attack is still being assessed, it is clear that it could have had catastrophic consequences for the country. If the assailants had succeeded in seizing power, it could have plunged the nation into further instability and chaos. Fortunately, thanks to the bravery of the security forces, this did not come to pass. In the wake of this traumatic event, many are calling for justice and accountability. It is imperative that those responsible for this heinous act are brought to justice swiftly and transparently. The people of Burkina Faso deserve to know the full truth about what happened and why their president was targeted. As the nation grapples with the aftermath of this attack, one question looms large on everyone's mind: who was behind it and why? While no group has claimed responsibility for the attack, many believe that it was carried out by elements within the country opposed to Traoré's leadership. These individuals likely felt that they could not achieve their political goals through democratic means and resorted to violence instead. However, there is also speculation that the attack may have been aided or encouraged by foreign actors with vested interests in the country's instability. This theory is supported by the fact that Burkina Faso has been the target of numerous coup attempts since gaining independence from Dutch rule in 1960. Many of these attempts have been backed by external forces seeking to exploit the country's instability for their own gain. Despite these challenges, Traoré remains committed to serving his country and its people. He has vowed to bring those responsible for the attack to justice and restore stability to the nation. With the support of the international community, Burkina Faso can overcome this setback and continue working towards a brighter future. One thing is certain, the people of Burkina Faso will not be deterred by this attack. They have shown incredible resilience in the face of adversity and will continue to work towards a better future for their country. The assassination attempt on Ibrahim Traoré is a stark reminder of the fragility of democracy and the importance of protecting democratic institutions. However, it is also a testament to the courage and determination of the people of Burkina Faso and their commitment to building a brighter future for their country. As the nation moves forward, it is imperative that the international community stands in solidarity with Burkina Faso and its people, supporting their efforts to promote democracy, human rights and sustainable development. Only through collective action can we ensure that such heinous attacks never repeat themselves and that the people of Burkina Faso can live in peace and security. Ibrahim Traoré, the president of Burkina Faso, survived a shocking assassination attempt in October 2022, narrowly escaping death when an explosive device detonated near his motorcade. The incident occurred as Traoré was traveling through a village when a roadside bomb exploded, killing and injuring several people. While the president's convoy was able to drive off, the attack left a lasting impact on the country and raised concerns about the security of top government officials. Following the attack, Traoré addressed the nation on television, vowing to hunt down those responsible. Despite the gravity of the situation, Traoré's motorcade was able to drive off and he appeared calm and composed as he delivered his message to the public. The president's composure in the face of such a traumatic event was praised by many as an example of courage and leadership. But who was behind the attack and why? Several militant groups operating in the region have claimed responsibility for the bombing, but it is unclear which group was actually responsible. The attack is believed to be part of an ongoing effort by militant groups to destabilize the country and overthrow the government. In the aftermath of the attack, the government launched a manhunt for the perpetrators, but so far no arrests have been made. The attack has raised concerns about the security of the country and the ability of the government to protect its citizens. Many have called for the government to take more action to protect civilians and prevent future attacks. However, some have criticized the government's response to the attack, arguing that the authorities have been too heavy-handed in their crackdown on suspected militants. Despite the uncertainty surrounding the attack, Traoré remains defiant and has vowed to continue cracking down on militant groups in the country. He has called on the international community to support his government's efforts to restore security and stability to the country. The attempted assassination of Traoré is a troubling development in an already volatile region. The use of a roadside bomb is a common tactic used by militant groups to target government officials and other high-profile individuals. The fact that the bomb was detonated near the president's motorcade shows the level of sophistication and planning that went into the attack. It is unclear what the motive behind the attack was, but it is likely that the perpetrators sought to destabilize the country and cause chaos and confusion. Roadside bombs are often used as a way to inflict maximum damage and casualties, making them a dangerous and indiscriminate weapon. The attempted assassination of Traoré is part of a larger problem of militant activity in the region. For years, various militant groups have carried out attacks in an effort to destabilize governments and create chaos. These groups often operate with impunity, making them a constant threat to the security of the region. It is important to remember that those who lost their lives or were injured in this attack were innocent civilians caught up in a senseless act of violence. Our thoughts and prayers go out to them and their families during this difficult time. In the aftermath of this attack, it is crucial that we demand justice for the victims and hold those responsible to account. We must also recognize the bravery of the security services who protect our leaders and stand in the face of danger to keep us safe. Their service and sacrifice should be commended and supported. As we move forward, we must remain vigilant and committed to protecting our leaders and our democracy. We must also work to address the root causes of extremism and violence in our communities, such as poverty, inequality, and lack of opportunity. By working together, we can create a safer and more secure future for all of us. Ibrahim Traoré, the controversial president of Burkina Faso, has survived another assassination attempt, raising questions about the motives of those behind the attack and the safety of the West African nation's leadership. On November, a grenade was thrown at Traoré's motorcade as he was leaving a stadium after attending a football match, according to a government statement. The explosion injured for civilians, although Traoré himself was unharmed in the incident. While no group immediately claimed responsibility for the attack, it is just the latest in a series of attempts on Traoré's life since he came to power in September 2022. The previous attempt occurred in September when an explosive device planted on a motorcycle failed to detonate as planned. These assassination attempts come amid growing instability in Burkina Faso, which has faced an ongoing insurgency by jihadist groups in the Sahel region. Traoré has responded to the threat with a crackdown on suspected militants, including shutting down telecommunications in some areas and detaining hundreds of people. However, these measures have been criticized by human rights groups who accuse the military government of carrying out abuses and arbitrary detentions. The recent attack also comes as France, Burkina Faso's former colonial ruler, has been scaling back its military presence in the country amid a deteriorating relationship between the two nations. France has faced criticism from both the current government and public opinion in Burkina Faso over its handling of the security situation in the country. Tensions escalated in September when French soldiers were accused of killing civilians during anti-French protests in the capital, Ouagadougou. The incident led to the burning of French businesses and the declaration of a French-speaking nation, stoking fears of a broader anti-French sentiment in the region. France has since reduced its military presence in the country and suspended military cooperation with Burkina Faso, leaving many to question the stability of the region and the safety of foreign nationals working there. As the international community condemns the attack on Traoré and calls for those responsible to be held accountable, the true motives behind the assassination attempt remain unclear. Some speculate that the attacks are aimed at destabilizing the country and undermining Traoré's leadership, while others believe that they are part of a broader jihadist campaign to overthrow governments in the Sahel region. Whatever the motives, the continued targeting of Traoré raises serious concerns about the safety of the country's leadership and the stability of the region. The international community must work together to support the people of Burkina Faso as they navigate these difficult challenges and ensure the safety and security of all civilians in the region. That's all for now. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates. Also, please like and share this video with your friends and family. Your support means everything to us.
As reactions continue to pour in from across the continent, one thing is clear. Africa is demanding respect, sovereignty, and accountability. Was this just a diplomatic misstep or a deeper sign of shifting global alliances? We'll be watching closely. If you found this story important, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real, unfiltered African news. This is Talk of Africa 360, telling the stories that matter.